Wine was in her office room typing something on the computer. Soon, she was disturbed by someone who walked in without asking her permission. It was none other than Naila. Hope I'm not disturbing you. Even if I am, I don't care. She walked in and sat in front of her, making her a little nervous. Wine gulped down, knowing that Naila must be bringing up the topic of Jungkook. I know you already know that I'm going to talk about Jungkook. So, he told you about me and his relationship. He didn't, probably because he was too worried about your so called reputation. But now you did. You guys are in relationship. Wyan looked down as if concentrating on her computer. I have always claimed that I'm your best friend, though you don't like me or consider me as one. But I will tell you one thing, as a friend. This thing you are doing to that guy, making him follow you like a puppy and kicking him out whenever convenient, is a little dehumanizing. You are wasting his efforts. Wyan's glare landed on the woman who was unaffected by it. What do you know about me and him for you to give your advice? I don't know you or him, but I'm a married woman. I'm in love, and I know when someone is truly in love. That guy you just made unhappy is in love with you, and the way you are handling this relationship is poor. Wine didn't answer back. She stayed silent as if it was her time to listen now. There is only one solution to this problem. Wine raised her head curiously. Go back to your hometown, meet everyone, apologize to them. If they understand you, well and good. Otherwise, at least stick with Jungkook in his brother's wedding. Be the daughter you wanted to be for your mother. Be the elder sister Blake loves. Be Jungkook's parents' daughter-in-law, and lastly be Jungkook's partner, the way you wanted and wished. What if none of them want me anymore? I won't be able to see that. How would you know if you sit here in your office and assume? Just walk into that place, chin up. Ryan was already hyped up by the motivational speech. Now, don't waste time and ask for a leave from boss. Go. She patted Ryan's shoulder. With her lips drawn into a pained smile, Ryan got up from her chair and walked to the boss's cabin. Mr. Cha, I would like to request a week's leave from you. You can take 2 weeks of leave. Jungkook must be wanting to have you around for a longer time. Ryan's eyes widened listening to him. Do you think that I didn't know about you? You are the person Jungkook used to talk about all the time. When we went to get drinks in club, he would stay away from all of this because you didn't like that life. Not just me, everyone in our workplace knew about this love. Ryan bit on her lips, a little shy to know all of that. Now go and enjoy the wedding, and I hope you both clear up all the misunderstanding between you and get together. She was more than elated. Everything was in her favor, and all of what happened, she was given another chance to make it right. And now it was in her hands to go there and do her part. 1 week later, at Jungkook's house. There's no voiceover from this part. voiceovers from here. 1 week passed by quick, and Jungkook was now at the wedding venue attending some guests. He adjusted his tie and also his smile. He was ready with an excuse to tell people when they asked where his wife was. Suddenly, he felt a gentle touch on his upper arm, making him turn around. He found his mother-in-law, Wyan's mother, standing there. She had a smile in the corner of her lips, the skin under her eyes wrinkled a little, looking at him. I couldn't keep my promise. He looked down. You've always kept your word, son. Everything will be okay. All of us are with you. She gave him a brief hug before walking to meet other relatives. Hey Jungkook, how are you? A man started having conversation with him. All good. It's been a long time since I saw you and Wyan together. I'm glad that she could come here. Jungkook crashed his eyebrows. Seeing Wyan and him together? He followed his intuition and looked right behind to see Wyan standing there. She was with his mother talking to some ladies. She was looking beautiful in the lilac dress they had brought for the bridesmaid. He kept on staring at her till her eyes met his, and when it did, a smile came to her lips. She was nervous to even smile at him. Nevertheless, she kept her smile. Soon, the wedding was over and the bride and the groom were at the dining where everyone was giving speech. Jungkook's short and sweet speech ended and Wyan was invited to the mic. She fake-cuffed, a little nervous of being in front of everyone she had left behind. Her eyes landed on Jungkook, who was looking nowhere else but her. As we gather here to celebrate the union of two beautiful souls, I find myself filled with joy. Joy for witnessing the beginning of a love story that will undoubtedly leave an indelible mark on all our lives. Today I stand before you not just as a witness to this glorious occasion, but as someone who has been fortunate enough to share some memorable and happiest parts of my life with the groom. Blake, he is more than just my brother-in-law, he is my brother. I want to pray to God that when both of you, Blake and Lane, look into each other's eyes, you find nothing else but love. You find bliss in each other's smile, find warmth in each other's presence, and find comfort in each other's arms. In life, we often find ourselves in a delicate dance when life throws on us its toughest tests. In the process to surpass those days, we conceal our deepest emotions under a mask of smile and laughter and anger. We build walls around our hearts, fearing that our vulnerability might lead to unintended pain for those we cherish the most. To my beloved, I want you to know that every word unspoken, every touch withheld, and every glance disguised carried a longing to be open and sincere. As the years pass, we realize the gravity of our actions, the hurt they might cause, and the void they create in our connections. Today, surrounded by love and promise of a new chapter for the newlyweds, I hope that you can become a better person with each other. To the beautiful couple we are here to celebrate, I raise my glass and offer a heartfelt toast. May your love be a beacon of hope and inspiration to all. She ended the speech with a bright smile. Blake got up from the seat he was sitting on and hugged his elder sister tightly. She could hear his sniffs. I missed you. We all missed you. Wyan realized the things she had missed in life. When she left everything behind under the influence of her guilt and shame, she didn't realize a good part of her life where she could make memories with her family, build her life, had been swept away from the shores. The missed opportunities, the missed conversations, the memories she never made, the woman she could never become, the youth she never enjoyed with her family was clouding her mind. Never stop taking chances, never hold back, never push opportunities and people who care about you away. We only have one life. Why live in regrets? Why live in shame? Why hold on to the past memories and push away potential? She wished she could tell this to her younger self. She wished she knew the things she knew now when she was younger. Throughout the day, Wyan and Jungkook spent the time with each other like a happy couple, meeting relatives, dancing together, eating together. It was something she enjoyed a lot. But she didn't know if he liked being with her. Or was he doing all of this because everyone was present there? At this point, Awai knew that Jungkook would accept anything. This made her more confused about him. Does he like her? Or is he accepting her and her presence because of his inability to reject? In the evening, the guests went back to their places. Blake and his wife Lane drove to their new house. Jungkook's house was consumed with a sudden silence. There were just a few people left now. Jungkook entered his bedroom to find his wife standing there removing her hairpin, a scene he could not witness after his marriage. He couldn't spend time with his wife on their wedding night because after the marriage they went to their respective homes. Even when they were together in the same house, his eyes never fell on her the way husbands do. When his friends went around looking at women and falling in love, he was in love with her, his Vian, his best friend. The girl who would tell him horror stories. The little girl who would tell him that he would become successful. The teenage girl who watched cringe romantic movies just because he liked them. She turned her head, feeling a presence in the room. She found Jungkook looking at her, his expression unreadable. It was not a look of lust watching her exposed shoulder and neck. There's no voiceover from this part of the video.